Hi there again, Taurus. It's May 2018, as if you didn't know that, but Dadhichi here, just for the record, from astrology.com.au with your month in focus. And a big month it is. And for you, some of the late April transits that we see here in the upper part of the horoscope have everything to do with your relationships. We see that Mars and Pluto both jointly rule this area in your life. And so the coming together of these two planets in a very willful, sometimes aggressive mode. Mars is passing away from this now, which is good. Indicates some of the, I guess, challenges that you've had. And don't forget that Pluto is extraordinarily transformative. But the way it transforms is very different to Saturn. It was actually around the middle of April, there was a midpoint formed by Mars transiting this area. And so this can show frustrations, and Saturn transforms slowly but surely, and can help you rebuild, being constructive in nature. Pluto, on the other hand, will absolutely demolish everything. Pluto's not interested in just being gentle on you. He will completely annihilate you for the purpose of building you back up. So this is really what we call a rebirth period for you. And also as the month starts, we see this Moon and Jupiter combined, just having passed the full moon late in April. So again, that full moon is in your 7th place, Jupiter retrograde, a lot hinging on your relationships this month. And a couple of other aspects I wanted to talk to you about as well. The two important, I always talk about the lunations and how, for a start, the new moon, which takes place around the 14th or 15th, will be here in your sun sign. And then the full moon taking place here in the sign of Sagittarius, your eighth house. Again, another house somewhat related to relationships, but more on the sexual and financial level. So let me get the animation going here so we can zip through this. And you can see, firstly, your ruling planet, Venus, is here in the 2nd house, which is financial matters. And I want you to keep your eye out on a couple of these important transits. Mars moving to your career sector, and Mercury, which mid-April also went into its direct motion here in your 12th house. Going to get really skittish when it hits this planet Uranus here in your 12th house. So 12th house has to do with your past, and the 12th house combination is Mercury, which rules your 5th house of love affairs. Again, we're getting this flavour of relationships being the dominant theme this month, and it's not always just to do with your nearest and dearest or your spouse or lover. This has to do with the way you relate and connect to the world generally. So see this, whatever relationships you're in, expect the unexpected with that. That's definitely something that I say to people. You see here the opposition of the Sun to Jupiter again, across Sun sign in the 7th house of relationships. These are all your challenges right now, Taurus. They're big challenges. There are a couple of interesting aspects that I wanted to also address here, which I haven't generally in the past. I've been doing some experimentation with the golden mean, or the phi aspects. The golden mean divides the circle into a whole other realm and relates to what one is attracted to and finds easiest to associate with. And here we see your ruling planet makes a very interesting aspect to Pluto again, that dominant theme for you, ruling your 7th house. So you could be attracted to someone at this time. Through this process, you're going to be transformed. I'm just looking here at the date. I'm just waiting for this. There's the moon here triggering the Mercury Uranus around the 12th. Then around the 13th and 14th, that's a very powerful aspect. And we see Mercury moving out into your sun sign on the 14th. And that is around the same time that we get this new moon taking place within you. So when I talk about transformation, I'm sort of giving you a specific date when this new cycle starts. We had all of this Mars, Pluto stuff, and then around the 14th, 15th, 16th, the new moon hitting you up there in your sun sign, indicating a transformation of yourself, transformation of attitudes, the way you're looking at your relationships. Mars then moves at the same time, just a couple of days later, 18th, 19th, into your career sector. Maybe you'll need a bit of a distraction at that time to get you through all of this relationship stuff that seems to be coming through very, very powerfully. The North Node here with the moon in your 4th house, just as Venus moves to your 3rd house. So these are travels of sorts, sometimes actual travels. Usually the 3rd house has more to do with shorter journeys, that type of thing. Nice to see your planet of lovers and romance moving away from the unexpected planet, Uranus here. Then the sun moves into your 2nd house of finance around the latter part of the month. The full moon is going to occur in your 8th house. I mentioned that at the start of the reading. And so this has to do with shared resources, sexuality, matters of intimacy, that type of thing, around the 29th. This is nice because the moon and Jupiter conjunction, which is what the month started on, shows us your warmth and your ability to connect with that person that means a lot to you. I'm noticing the financial aspects here are good too, with the sun moving into an excellent aspect of Mars. So this is to do with education, believe it or not. Eastern astrologers say the 4th house is education. 9th house is education according to the Western astrologers. But this 4th house also has to do with your residence, your home, your domestic situation. Mercury moves on the 30th, and that's just around the time when we see that full moon on the 29th. If I go backwards, I'm time traveling now, just around here on the 29th. That's going to bring into full light the financial relationship you have with others. And just as Mercury is moving out of this space into its own sign, Mercury ruling your finance as well. So big things happening financially at the very tail end of the month. It's a big one for you, and I think one that is going to push you more and more towards resolving any relationship issues that you have, opening up those communication lines. And if there's money involved, yeah, working through that garbage as well. Fortunately, that comes with the turf when you're in love. Join me at astrology.com.au. Look forward to your company next month. And you can always drop me an email. Don't forget to subscribe, and have a great month. Take care now. Bye-bye.